Hey Zara, I've noticed that a lot of people have been giving you video responses lately, and so thought it was cool, so I decided that I was going to make one. Um, saw you and Christina's videos, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll just see what her channel's about. It's probably one of the smartest things I've ever decided to do on the internet. But I really just wanted to say that I really admire how passionate that you are about God, and just how you let him just work through you. I wanted to say that, if I hadn't have seen the God in you, then I wouldn't have realized that he's still in me too. I wouldn't have remembered that, he's still in me too. Past year, 2010, was a crazy year for me. About in December is when I found your channel and your Form Spring, and it really helped me get on track. I mean, I saw, the God in you, and I saw you, quoting scripture off the top of your head, and being loud and proud about your beliefs, and I was like, yeah, I used to be like that, and it really just hit. I mean, it really just kind of hit me in the face. Like, what am I doing? I've been feeling so empty the past 6 months. Filling my life with friends, random friends, with soccer, with everything. And I mean, all along, God was what I needed. And in December, after I was watching a few of your videos, I was like, that's what made me realize it. In the youth groups, you hear about kids like this all the time, who they kind of fall out with God, and then, they randomly come back, and I was like, oh, I'll never be like that. But what's crazy was that I was that kid, and I was like, I just became one of those kids you hear about in youth group, and that just blew me away. I really made it my New Year's resolution to find God again. And I mean, the first month, at least the first 2 months, I mean, I was like, I had no idea what was going on. I was, I thought, God had left me. I know he would never do that, though, so it was, I automatically knew he wouldn't leave me. It was more of, I couldn't find him. After a while, I realized I wasn't looking in the right places. It's no wonder I couldn't find him. So I asked God, for a conference, because I mean, conferences are really, a good way to kind of like launch yourself back into the God sphere. And so 2 weeks later, I hear about a conference that somebody that morning had dropped out of, and they needed one more girl to go. And it was over my soccer semifinal. Oh my gosh, it was a really intense team. They needed me, but it was one of those things where I was like, am I going to choose the life that I chose to live? I mean, soccer's not a bad thing, no, it's an amazing thing, but I mean, that's what I was trying to fill, that kind of that void in me, was with soccer. So am I going to choose that, or am I going to choose, the thing that's going to really fill the real void? And so, I went to the conference, and I mean, the best way I can explain this is it's like God punched me in the heart. Yes, that's literally what it's like. God punched me right in the heart, and it was amazing. The world needs more, more youth like you, who are not afraid to say, what, this is my God, I love him, this is real, and you inspire a lot of people, including, me. I mean, I've come ridiculously far in the past, month, just from that. So, one day, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna do great things that, that God's called me to do, and I mean, now you're a part of my testimony. And just how much I love God, and how I hear from him every day now, and how I can't go a day without thanking him, or thinking of him, or praying. It's amazing, and through all of this, I just wanted to say thank you. You let God use you to get to a bunch of other people, and you used him, or he's used you to get to me. And so now whatever he has planned for me, it's going to come to pass, because you allowed him to work through you. So just know that God's used you to change another life. And yeah, so I thank God every day, but I wanted to thank you.